The roulette session that you're about to watch uses the area key calculator from roulettecalculators.com. So here's a quick tutorial on how the area key works to give you a much better understanding of what's going on during this gameplay session. If you are familiar with the area key, you can skip forward to the gameplay by clicking on the chapters in the description. Simply put, the area key is looking at how often the ball goes back to the area that it's just spun from. As you can see on the graph in the left, the numbers tracking are highlighted in green. The lighter shade of green on number 5 was the previous result. You will hear us frequently referring to a depth, and this is what that means. If the ball lands on any of the unhighlighted numbers, the depth count increases by 1. It's only when the ball lands on the highlighted number that the depth returns to 0, and that result gets logged into the graphs below. The first setting that you come across is the amount of numbers to track. Currently it's set to 9, so if the previous number was number 20, this would look at number 20, 4 numbers to the left of that number, and 4 numbers to the right of that number, totaling 9 numbers. If say we set the amount of numbers to track to 3, it would look at number 20, 1 to the left and 1 to the right, which should just be tracking number 1, 20 and 14. The next setting that you come across simply controls when the table highlights. Currently it's set to 0. This means that the table will highlight on every single spin. If you set it to 2, this means it will wait until the table goes to a depth of 2 before highlighting. This is useful when you find a dealer with a particular pattern. The third setting, only bet X number into a depth, is for the people that like to use a progressive betting system. It simply acts as a stop loss, so if you only want to make 4 bets into a progression, you would set that to 4. This field allows you to input what you would like your starting bet per number to be, and again is only really there for people that are running a progressive betting system. It automatically calculates what your next bet should be based on the numbers that you're tracking to always keep you in profit. The most important thing when using the area key is understanding what the graph tells you. It directly reflects whether or not a dealer is being consistent and you should play with them, or inconsistent where you should leave the table and find a new dealer. The depth count simply shows you the results and what depth those results have gone to. In this case, there are 2 results being recorded. One went to a depth of 3, meaning it missed the highlighted section 3 times in a row before landing on it. The second result says 0 depth, which means it went straight to the highlighted section. The depth of wins graph shows you what the dealer is doing in real time. As you can see in this example, the last 4 results mean that the ball went to the highlighted section each time. If you look at the 4th result, that means it missed the highlighted section twice before landing on the highlighted section. This is important to identify patterns with a dealer. The best way to fully understand how the area key works and to understand when a dealer's been consistent and when they change is to watch live gameplay. So we recommend watching this video all the way through so you can fully grasp how the area key works and how you can identify dealer patterns and when they change. Welcome back to episode 13. Will it be unlucky? We'll find out. We're looking at the area key. Sam D has sent us another video which we are showcasing now, where he's using the area key from Roulette Calculators. Looks like he's on William Hill Sports Lounge Roulette. And we're going to see how he does in this particular instance. If you're not currently a member of Roulette Calculators though, pause the video, click on the link just up there in the corner or in the description or the pinned comment and set yourself up a free account on our Roulette social network where you get to chat to lots of professional roulette players, where you can share ideas, strategies and betting systems. Likewise, if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you can be updated with any new videos and content that we're providing. With that said, let's get on with it. Let's see what happens in this particular session. So he's just setting up the calculator by the looks of it. And his settings are always the same. He does 19 numbers and at a depth of 0. His current balance is £790. So let's see where he takes this to. So he's setting his starting chip at £5. So looks like he's going for it in this session. So make sure you watch it all the way through. And let's see what Sam does on this particular session. So currently at a depth of 1. But I don't know if that is... yeah, no, he's logged 3 numbers already, so yeah, let's see what happens. I'm going to watch it through in real time with you guys. That's gone to number 4, so that will be a depth of 2 when he submits that number. Depth of 2 meaning it's gone to the unhighlighted section twice in a row. This is the maximum depth it's been to. Of course, he's only logged 4 spins. So let's see it. When you see something like this and you see, oh, it's on a depth of 2, you really want to see it landing on that unhighlighted section. You want to see it really favoring one or the other. So either the highlighted area of the board or the unhighlighted. And you want to see that consistently. So, and it, you know, there is a coin flip. You can have the luck where it will do 2 or 3 in a row. But it's when you are watching the result after the result after the result, which is going to a particular depth. In this case, it's on a depth of 3 at the moment, so it looks like Sam is going straight in on that unhighlighted area. Kind of likes his odds on this one. So yeah, best of luck to him. I hope this is a consistent dealer. He hasn't logged a huge amount of information at the moment, but it is looking good. He's on a depth of 3 at the moment. Just wants to see it land before 0, around 0 or before. In that unhighlighted area. Now that has gone after 0, so that is the wrong section. So that's gone to number 29, which is obviously the highlighted area. So that must have hurt a little bit. But that's brought out a depth of 3, so yeah, it's not looking too bad. Sam kind of likes his chances. And he has done a progression straight on it. He's doing £10 per number, so £190 bet. So I'm guessing Sam has got a lot of confidence in this dealer. He might have played with him before and found that he is quite consistent on the reverse area key. So let's see what happens. Just wants to see it land after number 15. I'm not sure, that's on 16, so I think that is another hit. Oh no, he did hit that, number 16, right, yeah, right on the edge there. So that was a lucky one. That's £360 win. That's given, he's up at £865. So, yeah, that's, must be scary. So that's at a depth of 0 now. So you got that one just on the edge there, because when you're doing the reverse area key, betting on the unhighlighted, there's always an overlap on one of the highlighted numbers. So in this case, it'd be either 29 or 13 if you're betting on that unhighlighted section. If you're betting on the highlighted section, the neighbours actually covers just all of the highlighted numbers. So that's gone to 31. So that's gone back to the highlighted again. Was that 31 or 30? No, sorry, 33. So this dealer's hit 2 highlighted in a row. So yeah, I'd be watching this dealer quite cautiously now, because he's just gone from a depth of 3 to hitting that highlighted section essentially 3 times in a row, because for it to bring the depth of 3 in, it had to go to the highlighted, and then it's gone highlighted again and again, I believe. So analyze and interpret. Highlighted zone again. So yeah, this dealer is definitely looking like he switched it to the highlighted section. You can see that Sam's changing his gameplay and he's covering that highlighted area. Smart move. Like I said, you have to change with the times, and if you don't, you risk betting on the wrong area every spin, and that is painful. We've all done it. We've all done it. The dealer's been like nailing one area and you're like, okay, you change it, and then it's like wrong, and then you stick with your old pattern and it's wrong and again, and you really have to change with the times. So this one has gone to the highlighted, absolutely perfect, number 5. So let's put him up to £950, £180 win there. This dealer just seems to be really favouring that highlighted zone right now. Look at that graph, okay? So we got a depth of 0, which was the start one, because we always -1 off that. Next one was a depth of 3, and I thought what you all thought. This guy's looking great for the reverse area key. Then of course he hits the highlighted to bring out that 3, and then he went to the highlighted again, and then again, and then again, and then again. So I'm guessing this dealer's changed his pattern, and he's covering the highlighted section. Now of course it can change back, so again, you don't get stuck in that trap of just following the same pattern. But of course, follow it while it's occurring. As soon as it's changed, sit back, just watch it for a few spins. Don't bet, just sit back and watch. So you want to see this land opposite side of 0. That looks absolutely perfect. Number 23, that is exactly opposite 0 there. And that's given him another win. So his balance is £1,035. Another £180 win. And yeah, this dealer's really hitting that highlighted section hard now. So think about it. If you was following this same pattern as what it first started when he was hitting that unhighlighted section, and you didn't change with the times, this means that you would be betting on the wrong side every time, and that's what's going to kill you. It's just going to wipe your balance. So where's it going to go? He wants to see it opposite side of 0 again. That's gone to 31, so yeah, that's another hit there, £180, putting him up to £1,120 there. So yeah, doing very well on this reverse. On the normal area key. Couldn't quite stop it in time there. There we go. So you can see there, 0, depth of 3. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row where it's gone to the highlighted section of the wheel. So Sam must be loving it. I don't think he's put a bet on though. I think he's thinking it's going to come to an end any second now. So I don't think he put a bet on. I didn't see a bet on the table there. So let's see what happens. Will it go to that highlighted zone again? Looks like it did. Yeah. Number 31. So it went straight back to itself. 31 to 31. So yeah, he's gonna go for it this time. Lovely block of zeros. That is what we're talking about, the area key in all its glory. Try and be patient, guys. Find dealers like this. Don't just jump on there and think just because you're using the tool that you're going to win, because you're not. The tool is just there to show you what the dealer's doing, and it makes it quite easy to understand and interpret their patterns. Don't think just because you're using it, you've got a golden bullet. I see too many people think that. So that's gone to number 30. Unfortunately, it was a miss. He's had plenty of wins though, but that's just outside that highlighted zone now. So not sure what he's going to do now. If he's going to, if he's worried that it's going to go to that depth of 3, or if he is just going to think, you know what, highlighted looks good. Right. I thought he was going to go on the unhighlighted then. That was, yeah, that was making me question my reality, and also I've gone out of focus. Maybe I'm a ghost. I don't know. Good old Logitech. It's really annoying. They put the focus feature on, but you can't turn it off. You can't disable it on a Mac. You can on Windows. So what happened there? I'm not sure if he did the bet then. It's on a depth of 2 now. So that camera's really annoying me now. Let's get the Superman logo in. No, nothing. There we go. We're back in focus. So he wants to see that land. I think he's gone on the highlighted section again. So he wants to see that land around 0, just after. That's way too far. unless I'm wrong, and he did bet on the unhighlighted. He did, yeah, sorry, went on the unhighlighted. He's noticed that it's doing that sort of pattern on the unhighlighted again. Now, it is on a depth of 3. That's the maximum that went to. So I think he's probably going to sit this one out and just see what happens. Is it going to go back to that highlighted section like it did before? Or is he going to carry on the reverse? You can see that he didn't he didn't go crazy betting on that highlighted section, even though we had that big string of highlighted. So if it suddenly changes, you have to change with it, or at least just sit out and watch. So that's gone to 24. So that's brought that to an end there. Now we're currently at a depth of 1, and you can see that pattern there. It's depth of 3, then a huge string of zeros, and now it's gone to a depth of 3 again. So again, don't think just because that's gone 3, 0, 0, 0, 0 to a 3 that it's going to give that big string of zeros again. Just sit like Sam's doing and watch it and go, if it goes to a 0, then I'll probably be inclined to start betting on the highlighted zone again. But he might have just changed, completely changed what he's doing, the rhythm of the spins, and he might just carry on doing the unhighlighted sections. So always sit back and watch. But in this case, it looks like it has gone to the unhighlighted section. It was a horrible roll though, because it landed really nicely in that highlighted section, but then it kind of went off on one. So Sam's favouring the unhighlighted zone now, the reverse area key. So he's bet on the unhighlighted section. So let's see if it carries on, because I think he just pointed out last time it went past, last time it went to an unhighlighted section, it went to a depth of 3, both instances. So I think that's what Sam's looking for. So you got to think, when a dealer's in the pattern, they might be spinning it, and then they just change it up. They change the speed that they're spinning it or whatever. And then you just have to kind of roll with that. This one has gone back to the highlighted section. So yeah, that's depth of 3, then a depth of 1. So right now I wouldn't be sure what to do. I would probably be sitting out, watching it for a few spins. He's up at £1,000, £1,015. So he doesn't need to chase anything. He doesn't need to go crazy. He's already made a decent chunk of profit there. The worst thing to do is start risking it by getting careless. So sit back, watch it, and see what happens. That's gone unhighlighted. Now, of course, it has done this before. It went to a depth of 1, but then went back to the highlighted. So Sam kind of favours the unhighlighted. So perhaps he's thinking, it's gone to a depth of 3 twice. It's only gone to that depth of 1 this last time. So yeah, see what happens. He's going for it. He's done the progression as well. So he's followed that up with an increased bet. Doubled his bet there. Okay, that was a bit of a horrible one. Went to number 16 there. So yeah, again, it's done what it did before. It went to a depth of 1, and it's just done that straight away again. So Sam's going on the doing another martingale, and he's guessing that it's going to go to that unhighlighted zone. Now the reason for that is, if you look at the top there, it went from highlighted straight to unhighlighted. The next one went straight to the unhighlighted, and then the one after that went straight to the unhighlighted. So yeah, he's kind of guessing that it's going to go to that unhighlighted section again, because every time it seems to go to a depth of 0 recently, it's going to the unhighlighted zone. So I hope it's right for him. Let's have a look. I'll see it land around 0 or just before. That is just before. Absolutely perfect. Number 15. So he got the win there. Nice £720 win. That's put him to 1,165 nuggets. So good play there. Looks like he's going to the highlighted section now. Purely because it's gone to a depth of 1 twice. He thinks that that's where it's going to conclude on this one. Depth of 1, then highlight. See if he's correct. We'll see it land around 0, just after. It's gone to 36, so yeah, unlucky on that one. Went too many. So that's gone to depth of 2 now. So he's not sure. I wouldn't be sure. I'm not sure if I'd be going there. I'd probably be sitting out. I'm not sure. It looks like he isn't doing a progression. He's just doing a flat bet there. He's kind of pointed out that the calculator is saying it's never gone to a depth of 2, never landed on a depth of 2. So I think he's doing the unhighlighted purely because it's never actually landed on a depth of 2. And he's right, it's gone to the unhighlighted zone. It's given him the win. So he's at 1,155, currently on a depth of 3. So yeah, I was going to say I would hit the highlighted section now, purely because it hasn't gone past a depth of 3, meaning it's only ever missed that highlighted section 3 times in a row, and it's already done that now. And he just pointed that out on the graph there as well, so he wants to see that land on the highlighted zone. And it looks like it did. It went to number 9, so that's given him the win. There's only a few seconds left of this clip, but there you go. Sam has taken that up to £1,240. Let me just skip back a little bit. I did just go past that graph. There we go. So you can see there, this is how to identify a dealer pattern change. Went to a depth of 3, then a massive block of zeros. Then it went to a depth of 3, 1, 1, 3. So there you go. And Sam is king at identifying patterns, and he's getting very good at identifying pattern changes before, because if you identify them too late, you might have missed it. If you can identify them and then make the money on that, and then when they change again, not get in too much trouble, so you can recover when they've changed the pattern. That's how we do it. And that's why I'm really looking forward to doing this these online sessions where all of us jump in on a Zoom chat and discuss that and see what happens. So that dealer was called 𝗫𝗫, G-I-N-T-S. That was on WH Vegas Roulette. Again, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, drop your comments below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't, so you get to keep updated with any new videos like this. Thanks for watching again, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, and as always, bet smart.